Hi everyone, this is Redesigned for Resilience, transforming your business into a business inspired by nature. And welcome to the workshop. So far you've been reading and listening and exploring the what and the why, or the knowledge and understanding of becoming a business inspired by nature. And I'm guessing by now many of you are likely thinking, okay, I get it, but how do I transform my business into a business inspired by nature? Well, during this workshop, you'll be applying the knowledge of understanding that you gained in part one to design or redesign your business using the biomimicry design spiral. Okay, so how this workshop is going to work. So this workshop follows along the document that you've already reviewed. This one that looks like this, called the biomimicry design spiral, that's been adapted for business. We will go step by step through the spiral through a series of videos and activities. The workshop is designed to be doable in one day, one big, intense, fun day. However, you may choose to take 2 or even several days to step through the whole process. It's designed in small parts so it can be self-guided and self-paced so that you can adapt it and optimize it to fit your unique situation. Now, this several-day version is really nice if your group has a chance to gather and work at a beautiful place where you can spend hours out in nature. But nonetheless, you can conduct it however you want. All right, so after you get done with this little welcome video, we'll start here with the identify step. After that, you'll go here to the translate step, and then here to discover, then to abstract, and so on, until you've completed one full lap around the spiral and you're ready to prepare for the next one. You will find one video for each of these steps. In this case, you've got the identify video. And in that video, it'll explain what that step in the spiral is about and how to do it. And it will also introduce you to one new bio-inspired co-creativity activity that will facilitate that step and help you build your co-creativity tool set. When you're done watching that video, you'll do the activity, complete that step, following the biomimicry design spiral document for reference. So when you've completed the one step, you simply proceed on to the video for the next step, in this case the translate step. And you'll be taken to a very similar sequence. And then when you complete your work for the translate step, you move on to the video for the discovery step, and so on. And you keep doing that. You'll have one video for each step and then one last one to get you through the preparation for the next step. And at the end of this sequence, and at the end of this workshop, you should be filled with inspiration from nature as well as bio-inspired design ideas for building your business inspired by nature. The tools you'll need for today or for this workshop are the biomimicry design spiral document, the one that's adapted for business, which, as you know, is a tool for designing or redesigning all or specific components of your business. You can use it for something small and specific, like redesigning a vacation policy, and that's the example we'll use throughout the day, or to plan something big and broad, like designing or redesigning your entire organizational structure. So this is a tool you use in your specific business design challenge. This document here, from Pine Cones to Productivity, is actually an excerpt from an upcoming manual that we're working on. And here you'll find all the bio-inspired co-creativity activities that you'll be learning and then practicing during each step of the workshop. And you can take that with you so you can continue to practice and build your culture of co-creativity. And finally, the last document you'll need is Nature's Principles, which, as you know, are both the foundation of a business inspired by nature and the tool that you use when you're evaluating your business design ideas. And if you haven't done your setup for your workshop quite yet, what you'll also need is your design challenge. And again, it can be your entire business. If you're in startup mode, it could be something big like your organizational structure, or it can be something quite specific that you can take any or all of these into the process. But it's good for your first time around to just choose one and run with that. And then you'll need a place to work. And it's great with a group to have big tables to work on, wall space to post stuff on, and also access to nature. For materials, it's great to have big sheets of paper and markers, or perhaps big whiteboards to work on, laptops if you want to get online, and then access to books on nature, magazines, and again, online has some great resources. You also want to collect a bunch of what I'm calling natural artifacts. These are things that are or were living bits of nature that you can play with. Things like pine cones and seashells and feathers and fur. And you can also use food like apples and oranges. You'll need, so you'll want a nice collection of natural artifacts, and then you'll need your BCI documents or your tools that we talked about. And again, ideally you've got access to nature, somewhere you can go outside and go for walks and explore nature itself. And then it's nice if you can develop a schedule. And as I said, you can do this whole thing in 1 day, 2 days, or you can take an entire week to do this. Okay, you're all set? Well, let's give it a go. Now, the first thing your group is going to do is follow the activity in the Pine Cones to Productivity document called Introductions Using Natural Artifacts, and it looks something like this. Each of these activities that you find in that booklet are designed to be self-explanatory. So hopefully you can do it without any additional explanation. The reason why we do this one first is because it will help you shift your thinking to what we're calling ecological thinking and set a fantastic tone for your work ahead. When you're doing this activity, allow about 1 minute per person in your group to get this whole activity done. And when you're done with that, you can dive right in into the identify step. Okay, have fun, and again, welcome to your workshop.